Hello everyone, in this video we'll be discussing how to avoid phrasal verbs and idiomatic expression for technical writing. So first question arises, why should we avoid phrasal verbs and idiomatic expression, especially for the technical and academic writing? And when we go for our colloquial language, our day-to-day conversation, or when we go for literary language, it is different. But when we write technical or academic writing, we go for technical or academic writing, it is meant to be clear, formal, and universally understandable. So in order to make it universally understandable or easily understandable, we should avoid as much as words or the expression that may create confusion, that are cultural specific. When we are going for technical writing, we should write in a way that the other person does not know anything, and we have to be as simple as possible. So in technical writing, we must be clear, formal, and universally understandable. So let's go for what is phrasal verb, just a revision for what is phrasal verb and idiomatic expressions. So phrasal verb is a combination of a word and a preposition or adverb, and it has a figurative meaning. When you say I will look into the matter, what you are willing to say, I will investigate the matter. So it may create confusion, but when you say investigate the matter, the meaning will be clear. Now idiomatic expressions are cultural specific. When you say, and it may be difficult for to be understood by non native speakers. So when you say hit the nail in the head, you are saying state something accurately. So it may create completely different meaning. What is the meaning of hitting the nail in the head? सर पे nail को hit करने का क्या मतलब है? Its meaning is state something clear accurately. So rather than saying let's hit the nail on the head, say let's state something accurately. Now next question is, why should we avoid them? We have already discussed it. We should avoid them because they are informal and not suitable for the professional context. They may be culturally specific and may be misunderstood by the international audiences. They make writing less precise and wordy. So let's see some example where we avoid phrasal verbs, and rather than using phrasal verb, we write direct expressions, like the same phrasal verb that we discussed earlier, like let's look into the matter. So look into the matter means investigate the matter. So rather we say we will look into the problem. So rather than saying we will look into the problem, we'll say we will investigate the problem. Next is like when we say I'll find out. Finding out means discover or determine. So rather than saying she will find out the reason, you write she will determine the reason. Next is give up means surrender or relinquish. So rather than saying that he decided to give up his post, he decided to relinquish his post or resign from his post. Next is put off, which means postpone or delay. So the meeting was put off until Monday, rather say the meeting was postponed until Monday. Now again, there is a word that we often use like turn down, which means reject or decline. So rather than saying they turned down our proposal, right, they rejected our proposal. Go on means continue or proceed. So when you say please go on with your presentation, rather say please continue with your presentation. Come up with means propose or devise. When you say he came up with a solution, rather say he proposed a solution, so that there may no confusion, there may create no confusion. When you say carry out means conduct or execute. So rather than saying we will carry out the survey tomorrow, say we will conduct the survey tomorrow. Run out of means exhaust or deplete. So when you say we have run out of supplies, rather say we have exhausted our supplies. Bring up means mention or raise. She brought up an interesting point, rather say she mentioned an interesting point. So there are a lot of phrases that we often use. So try to replace those phrasal verb with the direct expressions. Next is avoiding idiomatic expressions. So here we have some examples of idiomatic expression as well as the repetition of the phrasal verbs. So let's see it. Cut down on. So what is the meaning of cut down on? It means reduce. So rather than saying we must cut down on expenses, we must reduce the expenses. Backup means support or substantiate. Please back up your argument. So rather say please substantiate your argument. Next is breakdown means collapse or fail. So when you say the old bridge broke down, so simple, say the old bridge collapsed. Set up means establish or arrange. So rather than saying they set up a new company, say they established a new company. Point out means indicate or highlight. So rather than saying she pointed out the mistakes, you say she highlighted the mistakes. Next, let's come to example number 16. Workout means resolve or calculate. So when you say we need to work out the budget, rather than say we need to calculate the budget. Check out means examine or verify. Please check out this report. Please examine this report. End up means eventually becoming in, resulting in. So when you say he ended up being the labor, you say he eventually became the, he ended up being the leader. You say he eventually became the leader. Next is fall apart. Fall apart means disintegrate, collapse. The machine fell apart. Rather say the machine disintegrated. Go over means review or analyze. We will go over the data tomorrow. It means we will review the data tomorrow. Now replacing the idiomatic expression in writing, let's see some example like hit the nail on the head, which means state accurately. She hit the nail on the head with her comment. So this expression hit the nail on the head may create confusion. So give direct expression. What is the direct expression? She stated the issue accurately. In the same boat means in the similar situation. So we are all in the same boat, which means we are all in the similar situation. So rather than using the idiomatic expression, use the clear expression. Kick the bucket. Kick the bucket means die. Now nobody can figure out if one does not belong to the culture. What is the meaning of kicking out the bucket? It means die. So rather than saying he finally kicked the bucket, say he died. Break the ice means initiate the conversation. We played games to break the ice, to initiate the conversation. What is the meaning of breaking the ice? बर्फ तोड़ने का मतलब क्या है? It may create confusion. So you rather say we played games to initiate conversation. Next is burn the midnight oil. अब आधी रात को तेल जलाने का मतलब क्या है? लेट तक काम करना. So again it's a cultural specific. So rather you mention they burned the, rather than saying they burned the midnight oil to finish the report, you say they work late to finish the report. Now hit the sack means go to sleep. I'm tired, I'll hit the sack. Rather say I'm tired, I'm going to sleep. Now example number 11, bite the bullet, which means face difficulty bravely. So rather than saying she had to bite the bullet, you say she had to face the challenge bravely. Under the weather means feeling ill. He is under the weather today. Which weather today? May create confusion. So simply say he is feeling ill today. Now next expression is throw in the towel, which means surrender or quit. The company threw in the towel. Rather say company surrendered after the loss. Call it a day, which means conclude or end the work. So let's call it a day. Rather say let's conclude the work for today. So here again we are seeing some example that we can change the phrasal verb with the simpler words, like look into is investigate, find out is determine or discover, give up is resign, put off is postpone, turn down means reject, go on means continue, come up with means propose or devise, carry out means conduct, run out of means exhaust, bring up means mention. There are other examples like cut down on, reduce, back up, support, breaking down, collapse, set up, establish, point out, indicate, work out, resolve, check out, examine, end up, eventually become something, fall apart, disintegrate or collapse, go over, review or analyze, hit the nail in the head, state accurately, in the same boat, in the similar situation, kick the bucket, die, break the ice, initiate the conversation, burn the midnight oil, work late, hit the sack, go to sleep, bite the bullet, face difficulty bravely, under the weather, feeling ill, throw in the towel, surrender or quit, call it a day, conclude or finish. So altogether the point is we should be as clear and as precise as possible, and we should avoid anything that put the clarity in question. So what puts clarity in question? Phrasal verbs and idiomatic expression. So simply we need to avoid them. In the next video we'll be discussing some very famous phrasal verbs and idiomatic expression that we used, and we will also see its alternative clear expression. Okay, thank you.